Creating a chart. A picture is always worth 1,000 words. So let's change the way that we're presenting our spreadsheet from not just being numbers, but also to include a picture. The first thing I'm going to do to make the screen look a little bit neater is I'm going to come down and change the zoom back down to about 75% so you can see these charts as I create them. So to create a chart, it's really simple. All you need to do is select the information that you want your chart to show. Notice how I haven't picked up my totals. I'll show you how to create this chart a little bit later. So I've selected the coordinates of A3 through to E10. From here, I'm going to the tab of Insert, and from here you'll find that there's a group here called Charts. So there's a variety of columns, there's a variety of lines. Now, the trick here is you don't use any of the pie charts if you've got multiple columns and multiple rows. I'll show you how to create a pie chart a little bit later. I'm just going to select a really simple column chart to start with, a 2D one. So by clicking on this, you've created your chart. And what I can do is come to the coordinates or come to the outside area of this chart, and by dragging it, I can move it around. So I'm just going to resize it a little bit, and notice how I've got my mouse as either 4-star or 2-star, and the 2-star allows me to resize. Now, because I picked the theme earlier of Austin, this is why I'm getting this color coordinates coming up. So again, if I go back to page layout and change my themes back over to Office, you'll find that it changes the look of my chart and the text that's on my spreadsheet. So you pick whichever one you want to work with. The other thing to watch here is notice when I click inside my chart, Excel brings up 3 new tags: the Design tag, the Layout tab, and the Format tab. Now each of these allow you to have a great time inside of here. The Design tab, for example, allows you to go and change the look that you've got to this particular chart. So I can pick on this and change it down to maybe this sort of style. Whereas when I go to the Layout tab, what the Layout tab allows me to do is add all of the extra features in. For example, a chart title. I can put it, center it, and overlay it. So by clicking on that, notice Excel will drop it in, and I can click in here. I'm just going to do a Control-A to select all and call it my Smelly Company. When I'm finished, remember, click away from that area. So the layout allows you to change the look of your chart. And the very last tab, the Format tab, what this allows me to do is get a little bit more specific. So for example, if I click this bar here and then I go into the effect, what it will allow me to do is glow this. And I might make it really strong. So that way then you'll find that the blue bar, because I just selected that, is standing out to everywhere else. Again, notice how I've clicked outside the chart and I've lost those tabs that work with charts. So if I want to use them again, I need to click inside my chart. The last chart I'd like to show you how to create is a pie chart. Now this is using a technique that we worked with earlier, in that I'm selecting the cells that I want to work with. I'm then putting my finger on the Control key, and now what I'm going to select is the title cell. I'm going to go to the Insert tab, I'm going to come to a pie chart, and I'm going to pick a really simple one and drop it in. Again, Excel will drop that chart on everything else, so just grab it, drag it down to where you need it to be, and then reshape it if you want. Now if you didn't pick that style, and you picked a style that actually has it all hanging together, so for example, I'm just going to click on this feature, and if I click on my slices and drag them all back in, and notice how I can get my slices in and out. So working with a pie chart can be really neat. All you need to do is select the information that you want to represent, putting your finger on the Control key and selecting the other cells. Going back into Insert, choosing your pie chart, and Excel will create that for you. So now I've got each of the different areas of my spreadsheet demonstrated in charts.